Well, welcome to our reflections for Tuesday. At the moment, we're ploughing our way through the book of Micah, and it's been tough going. We get to some better bits after today, but today, Micah 3 verses 5 to 12. Oh, it's heavy going. It's all doom and gloom, and it's because the Israelites had listened to the false prophets rather than the true prophets. So I thought today it might be interesting to think about who we do listen to and where truth can be found. Jesus famously, of course, as you remember, says it's out of the mouths of babes and sucklings. And I want to share some wisdom that I've gleaned from my time spent with my middle grandson. I'm just going to get a picture of him. Here it is. Here's me and Reef. What a pair. He's a star. I love spending time with him. He comes up with some wonderful things, and the other day I spent some time with him, just me, looking after him for a little while his mum was at work and his dad was at work, and it's great fun. It's the best job in the world being a granddad. It really is. At the moment he's doing toilet training. He's nearly 3 years old, and he's doing well. He's enjoying it. And when I got to the house and his mummy had gone to work, 3 times in the first half hour he went to the toilet. He sat on the loo and did what he needed to do, and he was proud as punch, and I was encouraging him, and it was fantastic. Unfortunately, when we got back, the enthusiasm had sort of waned a little, and he didn't quite get to the toilet in time. But it's fun to learn, even though he doesn't always get it right. I wonder if there's a truth, a nugget of wisdom in that. It's fun to learn new things, even though we don't always get it right straight away. I wonder what that might be saying to us. When we went out, we had 2 main locations for our time together. The first was the park. Well, Reef loves the park, the playground particularly, and he loves the swings. So after about 10 minutes on one swing, I said to him, Reef, do you think we could have a play on something else? My arms were getting a bit sore, really, pushing him. And he sort of agreed, and I lifted him out of the swing and I said, right, what are we going to do next? And he went to the next door swing. This one, he said. So 10 minutes on that one. And then I thought, maybe it's time for something else. Reef, what are we going to go on next? He thought, after I'd lifted him out. And he went back to the first swing. This one, he said. He knows what he likes, and he likes what he knows. That describes most of us, doesn't it? But then he went on to explore all the other things in the park, including this particular park. There's an artificial rock that's about 9 or 10 feet off the ground with sort of lumpy bits you can climb up. And Reef said, that one. So I took him to the rock and I said, do you want to climb it? Do you want me to help you? And he said, no, Reef, you do it on his own. So up he went with me carefully just behind him, pointing out where perhaps he should put his feet next. And he got all the way to the top. "Wow, Reef," I said. "That's brilliant. That's the first time you've ever done that, isn't it?" "Yes," he said. "I come down now." So I said, "Do you want me to help you?" "No, Reefy do it on his own." So down he came backwards, I said, backwards all the way. And down he came without me touching him at all, without me having to help him. But he knew that I was there. Wonder if there's a nugget of wisdom in that one as we try new things. The second location was the beach. He lives by the seaside in Whitley Bay, and he loves the beach. He loves picking up stones from the bits of the beach that aren't ever so sandy, though it's mostly really good there, and taking them to the water and paddling in and then throwing the stone just in front of him into the water so there's a big splash. So he took his sandals off, took his shorts off, because I've learnt my lesson on that one. So in he went in his pants and his t-shirt, splashing away, just exhilarated. The sheer delight of jumping through the water. He was getting soaked, but he didn't care. Just the exuberance of life. Wow. And he got one particular stone in one hand and a smaller one in the other. And the first one was really quite big. And he walked his way out and he threw the smaller one in, which landed about 4 foot in front of him. Quite big splash. And then he put all his energy into throwing the larger one, which made an even bigger splash. It was only just in front of him. And he looked down to see where the stone was, just at the point where a wave came and just completely soaked him. And he came out going because he hadn't closed his mouth and he got all salt water in. So he's learnt now to keep his mouth shut when he's in deep water and to just come back to the safe place and to receive care from someone he knows he can trust. Maybe there's something of wisdom in that as well. So let's not dwell on the doom and gloom of Micah 3. Instead, let's think where we put our trust and how we find truth in the small and wonderful things that often we overlook, and the little people who we think haven't got anything to teach us, but actually they know it all. God bless.